Hey guys, it's Linc. Today I'm going to take you through some of the Godhand swag that we got from Shizuoka Hobby Show this year. It'll include the glass cutting mat, the really nifty sanding sticks, the stainless ones, and the sanding cloth, which looks super interesting to me. Okay, let's go. Let's open the glass cutter mat first. And it says here on the front that it includes 6 anti-slip pads inside. I've been really keen to run a knife across this. And it doesn't disappoint. It's very smooth. Of course, it's glass. Inside it's got these 6 self-adhesive anti-slip pads. I'll peel them off here and stick them one by one in the corners. I thought about measuring it, but sometimes I like to exercise my so-called artistic eye. So I've eyeballed them into place and I'm pretty happy with it. Now let's figure out what to do with these things. It says they're mini stainless sanding boards. Now reading through the instructions, I've got some clues. And the more and more I thought about how to use these, I realized how genius it is. See how they've got numbers across them there? Very clever. You can tell that these guys obviously make models too. Holding this up close, I got a bit of a surprise. Listen. Did you hear that? That totally won't happen. Let's match up the sanding sticks with this other product that I found fascinating in the box. It says Flex Cloth Nuno Yasuri Setto. Nuno means cloth. And it's a soft fabric flexible type of sandpaper. I mean, check this out. I've never seen anything like this before. I'm sure it exists. I just mean that in my limited experience, I've always used the Tamiya or paper backed ones, but this one's cloth and looks quite cool. Setting up the glass board down first, I've got some Diomen tape is double-sided adhesive tape, I believe, right, in English. And I simply place, somewhat carefully, it's sticky so it's a little difficult, but I place it in the middle. It's very important to get it so that there's no stainless part overlapping to the other sides. And then I'll cut around it with a sharp knife. Kids, do get someone to help you, okay? Here's where I really felt that the glass cutting mat was super useful. You can see there, see it's a little bit, it's slippery at first, so I thought, oh, maybe I made a mistake using this and not a regular cutting mat. But so long as you, so I put my finger on it in a different way. If I explain it, you know how a normal cutting mat, it grips what you're working with and it makes it pretty easy, but the cutting mat will also grip the knife, meaning that you have to press a lot harder to make a clean cut. And as we all know, if you go on social media, there's always plenty of photos of people cutting themselves with knives. So what I found with the glass mat was that so long as I've secured the stainless steel, the sanding stick down, I just put a finger to the side of it to make sure it wasn't slippery, wobbling around, the knife went through the double back tape there really nicely and easily, very sharp, very smooth and very precise. So at this stage, I realized, wow, this is really awesome. Just a couple of very quick, clean, precise cuts, and I had this out. It literally took about 1 minute, and it did feel really cool. And look at that. Very simply then, I start peeling back. I found the tape worked better one way. If I started pulling it off the wrong way, the glue comes up with it, which is not cool. But when I started it the other way, it peels off perfectly. It might be to do with the brand of the tape I'm using, I'm not sure. I'll experiment with other ones. There's 4 grit of sanding cloth in the pack and there's 4 of the stainless sanding sticks. So let's match them up by number, going from coarsest grit, the lowest number, and match it up with the lowest number of the sanding stick. So now in my mind, I'll know that Godhand 1 means 240 grit. I simply place it on the edge, that saves me 1 cut, and I line it up and put it very squarely onto the sanding cloth. So now realistically, so long as I put it on nice and clean, I've only got 2 sharp, quick cuts to make, and then boom, I've got a sanding stick ready to go. Next steps are then to progress up through the grit and numbers on the sanding sticks. Very simple. Following that up, within the course of just say 5 minutes, I've now got 4 really nicely put together sanding sticks of the grits 240, 400, 600 and 800. And the thing is, this did not feel like a chore today. It actually was kind of fun, especially how precise they feel. Now to use them on a project, I can just count up through the numbers. Godhand 1, 2, 3, 4. Too easy, right? Even I can remember that. Nice and sturdy already too, I quite like it. Wait for it. Oh, that's never gonna get old. Excellent, that's me all set up now, and it's perfect timing. I've got another build to kick off, and it's on a Gunpla, a Red Beret Grimoire, and I wanted to show you how I use these during the build, so don't miss out on that one. Please subscribe, and I hope you liked it. Thanks guys, bye. Please come and join in our Gunpla Group build in the Paint on Plastic Facebook group. There's a link in the comments below. Guys, I'm a big fan of support local. My local hobby shop is Hobbyco, and I get all of my kits and tools from them. Do support your local hobby shop, and they have free shipping on orders over $50. Woohoo! A personal shout out and a big thank you to the top supporters who make this show possible: Ivan, MB, Grant, Con, Jack, Alexander, David, Simon, Robert, MC Kelso, Kevin, and Nilos. A heartfelt thanks to the Paint on Plastic Patreon community who really make this show happen. I couldn't do it without you artists supporting this artist. Thank you very much, guys.